Welcome back to HammerJoys.net. I'm going to show you today a different keyboard. It's the first app review I've done on my Galaxy Tab 10.1. Now, one of the first things you realise when you're using a big tablet is that it's quite hard to type. I mean, if I stretch, I can just about get to the G there, but I've got reasonably big hands and I'm holding it sort of at, if you hold it fairly naturally, well, the J and the D is probably about as far as I get. So that makes it quite awkward, and then if you go to one hand, then it's a big old keyboard that you're moving across. So not the easiest thing to type on. Enter thumb keyboard 4. So the theory here being all the letters you need are around where your thumbs are, and then if you need to go to something a bit different, then that's when you stretch a bit. So it feels initially kind of odd, because I don't know, you feel like you should be reaching across a whole keyboard. But I mean, I've only been using it for a day or so, and already I've got quite used to it. Now there are some other cool features. It doesn't just end there. I got to be honest, I didn't really look into this one too much. So you can assign functions to these extra row of buttons: edit key binding, delete key binding. So you can put all kind of things along that row. I can get rid of it again by just tapping this one in the middle. There it goes. So there's that sort of option. If we hold down, anytime you see something offset, like that's a full stop and oopsie daisy, full stop, and you've got the comma, you hold down to either get the options or you just let go and you get the comma. Which is quite good. So we have settings over here on the microphone, so we'll hold that down. We've got general keyboard settings, or select the layout. Let's go to the general settings, have a quick look through that. So the usual stuff: sound, haptic feedback, enable key pop-up feedback. It's a theme, that's the first thing we have a look at. There's quite a few different options. Let's go back to the sort of standard. International keyboards, so we're on QWERTY, but you can go to all kinds of different keyboards. Keyboard dimensions, so you can change a lot of the settings there. Then we get layout keyboard, so the landscape. So you get a variety of different keyboard types. Now I should really be on this one. So we test that out. We see the theme, the new theme that I've done, selected, and the layout. If we come back, landscape layout, and we go to phone split large. So that is more based for a phone, and again, that doesn't really work on a tablet, but as it said, it's for a phone. So it's nice to have that option if you wanted to use it on a phone. Let's go back to the regular one. Now the other thing worth pointing out, so when we're landscape, everything's on my thumbs. I've got numbers, I've got arrows and cursors and such there. If I go portrait, as it spins, it pushes out the cursors. They come to the bottom, numbers are in the middle, and again now, oopsie daisy, turn off. Again, now if I'm typing, that's, you know, there's no stretching at all. It's quite nice there. All the numbers in the middle. Although we can change that if we wanted. Portrait layout might just be a standard phone. So now in landscape, got the thumb keyboard, and portrait goes to a regular keyboard. So that's kind of cool. But we'll stick with the. What else do we have? I mean, there is a lot of options here. Coloured key blocks, hide right shift key, because you get shifts on each side. You get 2 space bars as well, and somewhere we get the option of saying one of them means it uses the autocomplete. There we go. Select auto completion spacebar, and I can tell it the left or right. So I use the left one. So if I'm typing and I see it's already got the right one, I hit the left spacebar. If I'm typing, I'm done. I want to use the word I've typed, I press the right spacebar. It's quite clever. And all the other sort of usual options you'd imagine to see. There is a free trial version which works for 2 weeks, and each time the keyboard pops up, you'll get an annoying message saying, "This is the trial version. Would you like to buy the Pro?" Which in the end I have done. I think it's a fantastic keyboard. It's really, really. Let's go back to me. I like that one. It's a fantastic keyboard. It's changed. You know, it was quite frustrating trying to type, you know, tweet messages and stuff, because it was just quite awkward. Oh, I forgot something as well. Sorry. There's a couple of options down the bottom there. Change it to a full keypad. So I don't know if you can see that. That one goes back to the one we had before, and this one here is quite clever. The small keyboard is for one-handed operation. Don't show you next time. I'm fine. So now I can hold it with one hand and type away with that, which I think is really clever, being able to switch between the two. There's obviously a lot of thoughts gone into this keyboard, and personally I think it's really worth it. It was €2.34, something like that. It came out as about £2.05p when I checked it on a converter. But I think it's really worth it. It makes a massive difference to, you know, I put Swipe. There's a honeycomb version of Swipe which was put on here. Just didn't like it. It was, you know, you either were choosing two hands and trying to type in all around like that, which is quite uncomfortable, or you're holding your swipe and all the way across a big screen like that. It's just didn't really work for me. But this, very clever idea, works really well, implemented really well. It does do word suggestions as you type. As you can see, look, work, word, and as I say, you press the left spacebar to go with the suggestion, or right for whatever you've typed. Yeah, just a very good keyboard. Highly recommended if you have like a Zoom, or if you're lucky enough to have a tab like myself, or maybe even like a Dell Streak. That was quite awkward to type on. So, thumb keyboard, just over £2 in the marketplace. My name's Andy, HemmerDroids.net.